Hey yogis, and welcome back for another flow. I'm super excited to share this one with you. Now we're going to be revisiting some movements that we've done before, but we're preparing ourselves for something different. And this is a fantastic representation how every single posture is working towards something else, something you may not even know. So let's start in child's pose today. Big toes together, knees nice and wide apart. Start to walk out the hands in front and drop the chest down towards the earth. And you can rest your forehead on the floor. Start to feel the midsection expand. Start to feel the midsection contract. And this flow in and out of the body become really centered around it. We always use this as an opportunity to cross the bridge from this outside world to our practice. A moment in stillness to prepare, to place down that extra baggage. Let's take one more breath in to gather it. One more breath out to let it go. Then once you feel as if you are ready, come up to an all-fours shape. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Elongate your left leg out, your right arm forward. Let's take a big breath in to find length. A breath out, round through the spine, knee towards the elbow. Push the floor away. Take a long breath in to expand, to reach. Use that whole exhale, using the belly to curl into a ball. One more time on this side. Breathe in, reach as far as you can, and breathe out to curl. Let's set up on the other side. Right hand, left knee grounds. Right leg, left hand lifts. Take a breath in, toes away from fingertips. Breath out, curl into a ball. 2 more times on your own. Start to marry that breath and movement. Here, you can start to wander a little bit from my rhythm, from my speed, and begin to find your own. Come back to that all-fours like shape. Slow and steady, rock back up onto your toes. Stand up and come to the middle of your mat. We're going to start with a few spinal rolls. This is something we're really encouraging you guys to take off the mat with you. They look a little bit ridiculous, but that's half the fun. So you guys know the drill. Nose touches the wall, chin touches the wall, chest touches the wall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Slow and steady, hip points touch the wall, knees, nose, chin, chest, hips, knees. 2 more. Nose, chin, chest, hips, knees. Try and see if you can lose that rigid like movement and flow into it. We'll go the other side. Knees, hips, chest, chin, nose. 2 more like that on your own. Slow and steady. Letting go of what you look like. At least you're not the one on camera. You can forget about it. And then stand up nice and tall. You can step to the top of your mat. Let's take a big breath in, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana, that long breath out. You can pedal through your legs, straightening one and then the other. And just start to feel into the hamstrings, check in with how they are today. Every day we do something different, so every day our muscles will feel different. Just one more big breath in and out. Let's take a halfway lift as you inhale, and then slow and steady, this left foot, step it to the back of your mat and come to a wide-legged stance. Now guys, face the camera. If it was your left leg, your right leg stepping back, whatever it is, as long as you're facing me. Let's take a big breath in, Urdhva Hastasana, legs out wide. And then come into this forward fold off of the chest, down to the earth. Now what you guys will notice is my feet, they're pretty even. My toes are in line with my heels, but if you'd like, you can flare your heels out just a touch and then offer your chest down to the earth. Now we're here pretty early, so don't feel the need to force. And don't feel the need to use the ground to prop you a little bit closer. And just start to offer the weight of your head, your shoulders, your torso towards the earth. We're going to take just one more round of breath here. Slow and steady, rise up as you breathe in. Even out your feet, make sure that your toes and your heels are in line. We're going to come into a goddess squat. So from here, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is now flare your toes out, your heels in, take your sitting bones down and back, a nice bend in your knees. Now here we want to make sure that the knees aren't falling inwards and we're rolling to the inner edge of our feet. We want to start to ground down through the outer edge of our feet, lift your inner arches up to the sky. When you lift your inner arches up, what you guys will notice is this beautiful strength creep into the inner thighs. We're trying not to get all Beyonce here. Tuck the tailbone down and under. Use the belly to knead the lower ribs to the hip points. Find your hands at your heart. Now my legs are shaking too. Believe it or not, this was on purpose. Lots of speaking, so hopefully you've allowed this sensation to enter the legs, and I offer you a moment to feel it. Wholeheartedly feel the sensation your body offers you, no matter whether you deem that as good or bad. Let's breathe out. Urdhva Hastasana, breathe in, hands rise to the sky. Step your right toes in, your right heel out, Skandasana over the right leg. Good, now there's a lot of fancy footwork in this flow. So we really want to dive deep into that foundation and feel it. Your Skandasana can be high, it can be low. You know the drill, knees and toes in line, straight spine, push your hands in together. You guys know that alignment. Let's take one more big breath in, and then as you breathe out, no, it doesn't matter whether you're high or low, start to come all the way down to the ground. You can use your hands if you need. Rock back onto your sitting bones. Breathe in, lift up through the crown of the head, drop your right inner knee to the earth. This can be tough, really tough, right? See if you can make this shape. If not, and you're a little bit further up here, you can step this foot out and back. Just make sure you readjust when we move back into Skandasana. All right, Janu Shirshasana. Let's take one more big breath in, lift up. As you breathe out, chest towards toes. Really nice, guys. I know this is a tough movement. If you're finding it challenging, it's just challenging, that's all. It's not something that you can't move through. That hurdle, you'll break it, don't worry. Let's take one more breath out to fold. A breath in to rise back up, readjust this foot. Slow and steady, bring the knee back in line with the toes, come back up into your Skandasana, high or low. On your next breath in, push your right foot into the earth, hands rise to the sky. Goddess squat as you breathe out. And we're back already. Make sure knees and toes in line. Drop down into this. Ideally, we want our hips in line with our knees, but if you can't get to that depth, don't worry about it. As long as we're tucking that tailbone down and under, belly on, let's breathe out together. Breathe in, hands rise, Urdhva Hastasana, and then slow and steady, readjust this left foot so you can drop into your Skandasana. Now we always like to set up. I'm constantly readjusting my feet, right? Our foundation is huge. We build everything on top of it, and you can imagine if you had an unlevel foundation under a house, the whole thing wouldn't sit right. So think of yourself in that light. Readjust as you need. Grow tall through the crown of the head. Breathe out. Slow and steady. Drop your sitting bones down. It doesn't need to be graceful, just get them there. And allow the inner left knee to drop to the earth. Any sensation in the inner knee, flex your toes. That's going to create a co-contraction of muscle around the knee. Let's breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to fold. Now for many of us, stay in this fold. You may notice the inner seam of your right foot is going to curl back in and towards you. I'm going to ask you guys that you push that inner seam forward and start to aim to get your belly button square to your right thigh. We'll take a long breath out here together. As you breathe in, sit back up. Slow and steady, take that knee back in line with the toes. Come into your Skandasana. We'll breathe in to lift up, hands rise to the sky, just the feet now. Sit down in your goddess squat. Good. Now you're either going to be thinking I'm crazy or your hips are going to feel amazing. You can think both, that's fine. All right, guys, think about your foundation. One breath, one movement. Let's breathe out. Straight legs and arms, breathe in, reach up. Adjust the right foot, Skandasana. Breathe out. Stay buoyant through the torso, slow and steady. Drop that right knee down to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out slowly off your chest to your thigh. As you inhale, find that straight spine, peel that knee back. A breath out to find Skandasana, strong in the legs. Ground down that right foot to rise up. Breathe in, adjust the feet. Goddess squat, breathe out. Move slow, ground the feet to rise. Breathe in. Adjust the left foot and drop down slow. Exhale. Buoyant through crown of the head. Slow and steady, breathe in, drop the left knee. Breathe out to fold, use that whole breath. Flow back up as you inhale. Readjust the left foot. You can use your hands if you need, Skandasana, to breathe out. Feel the imprint of your left foot ground as you rise up, adjust the feet, inhale. Goddess squat, breathe out. Find your rhythm now. Breathe in to find buoyancy. Breathe out, drop to the right foot, slow and steady as you drop down to the earth. As you breathe in, right inner knee finds the earth, crown of the head finds the sky. As you breathe out, fold using the space in the belly. Inhale, back up, readjust the foundation. Find that strength, Skandasana. Imprint the right foot into the earth. Breathe in to rise. Breathe out to squat. Left side, rise up, straighten the legs. Adjust the foot, Skandasana over that left leg. Use the whole breath in to find buoyancy and drop the knee. Whole breath out to fold. Rise back up. Start pushing away from the sitting bones already. Use that extra little push, Skandasana. Whole breath out to set up. Rise up as you breathe in. Hands will touch at the top of your breath. Find a deeper goddess squat. Breathe out. Rise back up, yogis. Inhale. Over that right foot, feel the strength as you drop slowly, knees and toes in line. A breath in to drop the foundation, drop that right knee. A breath out to feel and love those left hamstrings. Inhale to rise. Exhale, set up Skandasana. Breathe in, feel that buoyancy. Breathe out, goddess squat, lower. Inhale, keep pushing yourself. Exhale, drop the weight slower. Really nice. Drop the inner knee, crown of head to the sky. Feel this buoyancy first. Then slowly flow that chest down to the thigh. At the bottom of the breath out, you rise to breathe in. You set up to breathe out, no rush. Push that left foot into the earth. Inhale up. Forward fold as you breathe out. Good, adjust your feet as you need. And here, I'd love for you guys to take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Shoulders in line with hips. And as you breathe out, fold deeper. Good. Now guys, hang out here just for a moment. Offer the chest down to the earth. Catch the breath. Feel the legs. Slow and steady, take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Leave your left foot at the back of the mat, your right foot at the front. Adjust your feet and find a lizard lunge. I hope that you guys managed to set that up with ease. You found that seamless transition. You can drop the back knee down. Shine the heart space forward. And just take a moment. Now I'm going to ask that you guys watch me this first time through, and then we'll move through it together. Alright, so you can stay in this lizard lunge on this side, but what we're going to be moving through is coming up onto the back toe. Again, just watch me first, and then slow and steady you're going to creep your hands back in space. Your right tricep, the right back of your arm, is going to come in and underneath your right thigh. We're coming into Vinyasa. So we'll take a breath out here together. As you breathe in, see if you can lift those right toes up off of the earth. Straighten the leg, lift the back leg. All right, let's move there together. Ready? Slow and steady. If you can't find Vinyasa, stay in your lizard lunge with the back leg lifted. All right. Slow and steady as you breathe in, chest forward, hands back, right tricep, right thigh, and then slow and steady drop down, Vinyasa. Slowly drop that back leg to the earth, come back into your lizard lunge, drop the back knee, peel out on the right foot, right knee comes out to the side. As you breathe in, right hand rises. As you breathe out, hug that heel into the sitting bone. Keep pushing the floor away with the left leg. Keep rolling the right shoulder back. We've now got this beautiful front line opener for the left quad, left hip flexor, right hamstring, maybe adductors on the right side. Let's take a long breath out. As you breathe in, start to unravel, come back into your lizard lunge, and as you breathe out, swap over sides. Now you guys know where to go, we'll go through it together. Breathe in, chest forward, hands back. Maybe you just lift this left leg, maybe you can come into Vinyasa. Slow and steady, come back with control. Right knee drops down. Left leg peels out. Breathe in to lift the left arm up. Breathe out. Hug that knee in. Now we're going to move through this one more time in flow. We're not going to hold this posture, twisted thigh. We're just simply going to hug this in and then unravel. If Vinyasa is not available for you, stay in lizard lunge, just as good. Let's breathe in one more time. Breathe out to unravel. Set up your lizard lunge, breathe in. Swap over your feet, breathe out. Inhale to broaden the chest, move the hands. Exhale into Vinyasa. Come back into your lizard lunge. Breathe in. Drop the back knee. Breathe out. Hands rise to right hand to the sky. Breathe in. Hug. Left heel in. Breathe out. Inhale back into your lizard lunge, slow and steady. Exhale to swap over. Breathe in, shine the heart space forward, readjust the hands, that foundation. Vinyasa, breathe out, slow and steady. Readjust, breathe in, lizard. Back knee drops, peel to the outer left leg. Left hand rises, inhale. Squeeze that right heel in, breathe out. As you inhale, find that lizard lunge. Downward facing dog. So breathe out. First time here today. So guys, enjoy this posture. Notice how different it feels after almost a whole class in comparison to when we do it at the beginning. And keep thinking about that foundation, fingers spread wide, hands gripping. And we'll just take one more big inhale. And as you breathe out, simply drop your knees down to the earth. Move your heels out to the side. Take a seat. Really nice, guys. Bring your feet out about mat width distance and take your weight into your hands. Just a few windscreen wipers for the knees. We've built up a lot in the legs today. And today's class was solely about finding strength at end range through the lower half and opening this part of our body up, moving any stagnant energy. So as we wash our legs from one side to the other, just allow all of that to subside. And just one more time, side to side. Really nice, guys. Bring both legs out in front, take your sitting bones back. Now we found a lot of length in our hamstrings today, which is great, we need it. But coming into Paschimottanasana, I offer you the passive variation. So still take your sitting bones back in space, but then simply round, slump over. Allow your chin to your chest, allow the crown of your head to fall heavy and your shoulders to almost drop forward and out of their sockets. No energy in the neck. Crown of your head heavier than ever before. And just start to breathe into whatever sensation the body has offered you. Again, no need to change it. No need to force it. And just this wonderful opportunity to open the back line of the body and to find space through this length of fascia. And take just 3 more breaths here. Slowly begin to rise up. Shift your body forward, lay down on your mat. And keep a bend in your knees, the sole of your feet to the earth. And then cross your right knee on top of your left, like if you were sitting on a chair and you crossed your legs. You can stay like this Or if you can wrap the top of your right foot behind your left ankle, coming into a bind, do so. Whatever variation you've taken with the legs, start to drop both knees over to the left side, keeping your right shoulder blade grounded. This is a twisted roots variation of a supine twist. So don't overcomplicate it. If it's not available, come into your different variation of your supine twist with one leg straight and one knee to the opposite side. As we rinse out the spine, see if you can relax just a little deeper. We'll take just one more round of breath on this side. Using a little bit of the belly, start to bring the knees back up to the sky. Unravel your legs and cross that left knee on top of the right. See if you can wrap your left foot behind your right ankle. Find that twist. And then slowly your knees will drop to the right and glue down that left shoulder blade to the earth. The chest remains open towards the ceiling or the sky. It's in this moment the mind can step away from the foundation and tap back into the breath. And that flow gently moving in and out, just one more time in this posture. Begin to slowly unravel. And find our last and final pose, Shavasana. Lift up your chest just enough to tuck your shoulder blades in and underneath. Allow your palms to face the ceiling, your eyes to close down. It's in this moment we lay and fully surrender. We find stillness with the intention to stay and focus on nothing other than the breath. Like to stay longer, stay. And that choice is always yours. If you're ready to move off, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel life and movement enter the body. Begin to roll to one side. And from there, push yourself to a seat. Eyes closed down, hands land in Anjali Mudra. We bow our head to our hands. We acknowledge the practice, we acknowledge each other, and we acknowledge ourselves. Namaste. Yogis, thank you so much. Keep letting us know how you go. Click the like button on whatever classes you like so we can continue to grow as a platform and offer you exactly what it is you want out of this practice. Have an amazing day.